everyone, welcome back to Hustle and Motivate. I hope you guys have been doing really well and enjoying the content that I've been posting. I decided to come back today with a video on Queen Latifah. There was recently an article posted where she shared some details about being asked to lose weight on living single, and I was just confused, like, since when is Queen Latifah obese or overweight? I know that in Hollywood, her size is considered more on the heavier side, and it's really shocking to know that she would be considered plus size or overweight. But I decided to come back and do a little bit of a take on it. The article stated, Queen Latifah had a body shaming experience where higher-ups told her to drop some pounds for an acting role in the 90s. I can remember specifically doing Living Single, and the word came down that we needed to lose weight. Here we are, 4 different women, 4 different body types, and we needed to lose weight, Latifah, 51, recalled to Entertainment Tonight Thursday. While the actress was taken back by the request, she remembers sticking up for herself and co-stars Kim Fields and Erica Alexander. If anything, it angered me and disheartened me, but it really angered me, she said. I said, we are what women look like. We're not going to lose weight for whoever idea of what we're supposed to look like. The Girls Trip star is now working to fight the stigma of obesity to remind people that it is a condition and not always due to an unhealthy lifestyle. There are so many things being discussed openly, from mental health to all kinds of other things. Why not tackle obesity? She told the outlet. Why not talk about that openly? Because it's something that comes up. But I think obesity is always connected to a stigma, to shame. And what we want to do is just really educate people about what it really is, which is a health condition. After reading that article, I decided to do a little bit more research on Queen Latifah. What I discovered was that she's now a paid spokesperson for the It's Bigger Than Me movement. They have a YouTube channel, and on their YouTube channel about description, it reads, "It's time to change perceptions. It's Bigger Than Me is committed to shifting the conversation about weight and obesity. We want the world to know that through science and understanding, obesity is a manageable health condition. We can't do this alone, but together as a movement, community, and society, we can create real change. Discover more about the movement and start changing your conversations at isbiggerthanme.com. It's Bigger Than Me is sponsored by Novo Nordisk. I did a little bit of research on Novo Nordisk, and what I discovered was Novo Nordisk is a pharmaceutical company. According to Google, it's a Danish multinational pharmaceutical company headquartered in Boksvar, Denmark, with production facilities, countries, and affiliates or offices in 5 countries. Intrigued by what I had read, I decided to look at a couple of the videos, and the videos were thought-provoking and enlightening. I want to show you guys those videos and then come back with my thoughts on this movement.
You're dealing with the biggest hostage situation in the history of the department. The woman in that room, she barely got away. She's terrified. She'll never give him up. She can't. Tried everything.
You haven't tried me. So, how's the little mastermind? Still making you think you're the monster? They were just like you. Blaming themselves. And you know what it led to? Anxiety. Depression. Real tragic. Probably feeling some of that already, huh? It's okay if you have. It's all tied up to what's really going on here. It's shame. I can't help you. Don't let blame and shame hold you hostage. Don't let it affect your mind. Open up. You'll be amazed at who listens. Okay. I'll talk. That's the first step. And I would know. being the perp. We go way back.
Detective?
The bias rate is climbing.
How long has he had it?
Could be months, years, just about his whole life. Faster, here. Has the patient had these issues before?
If he did, I didn't take it seriously.
Do you do that a lot? Not take him seriously? Crack jokes? Passive-aggressive comments? Ignore him when he's down?
He didn't take himself seriously either. No one did. So what?
It's stigma.
Is that really a health problem?
See, that's the problem.
We're gonna need some more info.
When there's stigma, we miss all the signs. We reinforce bias, we contribute to the shame and self-hate, and the condition just gets worse.
In fact, only 10% of people living with it seek help from a professional in the first place.
You could also potentially be looking at 236 additional conditions that'll impact your health.
We gotta get this clear, people. Look, this is bigger than him. It's bigger than you, and it's bigger than me. The only way we're gonna beat this thing is if we talk about it. Together.
Okay. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to help.
I know, I'm late.
Hi, late. I'm starving.
So, what are you thinking?
Let's see. I'll get the salad in the water.
That was different.
Nah. New diet, same problems. I cut calories, I get hungry. Actually, I'm always hungry.
Something ain't right.
5 straight nights of cabbage soup isn't right. But calling it a cheat day on the fly doesn't sound so bad right now.
Enough.
Enough what? You met my mom and brother? We're big boned. You think I control any of this? Now that's hilarious.
Nobody's laughing. The amount of times I've yo-yoed with my weight and hated my body and just gave up, I can't even count. But this is bigger than us, and our DNA is a part of it. You know what I heard? It might be our hormones impacting when and how much we want to eat. Now, if they're out of whack, it's not our fault. But we can take back control. We can love ourselves. We're allowed to say as loud as we want, I'm fabulous.
Well, hi, fabulous. I'm intrigued.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, so all 3 of these videos were really good and really informational. They definitely help with giving a new perspective on what I've thought about obesity and my own obesity. And I really think that each video needs to be broken down individually, which is what I'm gonna do. And kudos to whoever came up with the scripting and the marketing and just everything behind these, because they were really good. So in the first video, she's interrogating someone who we later find out is herself. And what she's telling this person / herself is, don't be silenced into not speaking about the issues that you're going through. Blaming and shaming yourself is not going to help. And how I relate this back to my own weight loss is that I've struggled with my weight loss on my own for so long, and for the most part, I never looked at it as a mental health issue. I've always just looked at it as a self-control issue and see myself as the bad guy. This video, titled Diagnosing Stigma, did a really good job of showing what it's like to battle a mental health issue, and society particularly not caring about the side effects that ultimately leads to death. A couple of insightful points that they pointed out is that only 10% of people get help, and that people who are battling this mental health tend to have an additional 236 issues or conditions or problems related to this. And I thought it did a really good job of pointing out that, society as a whole contributes to the blame and self-hate that us as plus size people have to deal with and battle. I know that when I'm going through my depression, I just shut down and I'm not really open and honest about what's going on because I don't want to be made fun of. And as we can see recently with Lizzo and Jonah Hill coming out saying, good or bad, please don't comment on my weight. These are battles of stigma, and these are issues that we deal with. This last video is entitled The Self-Hating Sitcom, and it basically just shows a woman making fun of herself, at her own expense, while not really taking things very serious or trying a different approach. And I believe that the aim of this particular video was to seek out help and take a different approach with how you go about, losing your weight and how you talk to yourself. And I think that's very important. I've never been the one to crack jokes on myself, but I know a lot of other plus size people who have. And so my takeaway from this is just seeking help and realizing that, one part in the video, she says, hormones may play a huge part in what you eat and how much you eat. And, seeking help, you can determine if hormones is an issue with you gaining or not being able to lose weight. Overall, I think this movement has potential. The information that it has provided has definitely been informational and insightful. I definitely walked away learning that obesity is more of a mental health problem and possibly a condition that has not been diagnosed versus it just being a person who doesn't want to lose weight. Typically there's an underlying issue there, and I think this movement thus far with the marketing and the communication has definitely pointed that out in a great way. The one caveat that I have about this is that the name of it is This Is Bigger Than Me, or Bigger Than Me, Bigger Than Us. And all I could think about was the potential jokes that would come at the movement because of that. And that just really shows you how society has stigmatized people who are obese and are facing mental health issues and possibly underlying condition issues. Like how our society is that the one thing in my mind that jumps out at me is like, oh, that's not really a good name for this movement. But I do feel more confident in saying that, I need help. I'm struggling really badly on my own, and I need to reach out to a counselor for help, as well as feeling optimistic about my journey, on my own weight loss journey, and that I am planning to start a new fast because I basically put back on all the weight that I lost. So I'm looking forward to going back on another fast and then updating you guys on my journey. I do just want to thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to updating you guys soon.